Give me your finger, Kathryn. That's all it takes, guys. I know that some of you are like, you think that you have to get naked or anything to do your quantum scan. You don't. It's literally, I'm going to show, like you take your index and no, it's that way. And and then that's it. That's what we do when we do the quantum analyzer scan. I never know how to say it.
Yeah.
How do you say it?
It's a quantum feedback scan.
Yes. So Kathryn and I, you are starting probably to know our faces. We are both women entrepreneurs, and Kathryn has been leading the way with this, I would say, new movement. It's almost like a movement, Vital Health, right? Bringing this to this area of Canada where I live, which is eastern part of Canada. And Kathryn brought that to me because as a woman entrepreneur, I had to deal with some health issues. And for my own wellness, I was like, I need to know how my body is doing. And because I work a lot with energies as part of the visibility work I do for myself and my clients, when I saw that it was like a quantum machine, I literally got so excited that when you did my scan the first time, I broke the machine and we had to start from scratch because I was too excited and the scanner couldn't kind of measure the frequency of my organ. So Kathryn, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi guys, my name is Kathryn Speer, and I am a woman entrepreneur, as Angelique said, very passionate about the proactive healthcare movement. I say it's a movement because in my brain we are creating a movement, and we continue to do so because proactive healthcare is so much more easier and more joyful to be a part of than disease management. So I've got a real, I guess, a gift, as Dr. Tony would say, a gift that's been placed on my heart to help people, and getting more information so that we can look after ourselves proactively is so much better. Knowledge is powerful, right? And, the quantum scanner, just so for your listeners and my listeners or anybody who's listening to this, what I want you to do is the minute sometimes people hear quantum, like I'm a geek like that. I love quantum frequency. I love, quantum physics, all that kind of good stuff. But think of it this way. It's really simple. There's so many people that wear smart watches. Okay. What does a smartwatch do? It's using the frequency that your cell is giving to, look at your breathing, to tell you how many hours you've been in REM sleep, your blood pressure, how many, steps you walked. I don't even know what else it tells you, but I know it tells you a lot. I don't personally own one, and I wouldn't ever own one, but it tells you a lot of information. And that type of software that's used in those types of smartwatches is very similar to what we're doing with the Vital Health quantum scanner as well too. So don't get yourself all around, like, just, sometimes it can be overwhelming when you say quantum to people. Just know that it's very much in the same arena as a smartwatch. Okay. So it's reading the signals from your cells. We are energetic beings. We are energy. We are cells. So we are quantum.
Yes. And so what Kathryn and I are doing is that we are bringing to the public some experiences of, do you want to experiment how it works? And basically, I want to go right there. Like, it measures 45 systems in your body. So from, as women, it measures all the woman machine in you. That's the part that I was so intrigued about. Like your heart system, all the system, the liver, the kidney, like all the things. It measures the energy that is in each organs, and then it delivers 120-page report.
It does. And I do want to state, though, this is not diagnostic. Okay. So it is not diagnostic, but what it is doing is it's gathering information, and it's providing you with information that I like to refer to as your check engine light in your car. Okay. So I want people to hear me when I say that. It is not diagnostic, but it's giving you information on where your body is saying it needs additional support. Okay. And so when you are driving your car and your check engine light comes on and you don't pay attention to that, eventually that check engine light is going to come back and bite you in the butt because it's going to leave you stranded. Your check engine light in your car is the same as what we're doing with this, with your health and your well-being. It's a check engine light. Pay attention to it. So it really kind of gives you guidance. And listen, it's only from the information from your specific body. So
exactly. And so the very reason for those of you who know me, my work is with women entrepreneurs. We build visibility online and offline. And a lot of women entrepreneurs are busy, like so busy that we don't take time to check the engine, right? So I find that, and especially in a system where we wait long times to see our practitioners and health providers, I find that for me, it gives me kind of, okay, I'm going to check how I'm doing because I feel tired right now. So first you check if you sleep and drink water and eat well. That's number one. That won't change.
right.
The scanner won't change that.
Right.
So for me, it really helped me with one of some conditions that I have. And it helped me to monitor it and make it better because there is a scan. But the beauty of this is the story behind the scan. And that's where, Kathryn, I would love for you in a nutshell, explain, how you met Dr. Tony and his mission.
Yeah. Oh, I could talk about Dr. Tony forever and a day. So what a brilliant man he is. So Dr. Tony is from Mexico, and he has been helping to support people for over 20 years. He has a clinic in Mexico, and I was introduced to him back in February. I went to Mexico. I met with him. I got to tour the lab. I got to meet his team. I got to meet Dr. Gustavo, who is the fourth level scientist that he's got on board as well. I got to tour the warehouse, and it was just so breathtaking to be able to see and hear from people who are doing some pretty amazing things for 20 years. So this isn't something that's a new herbal protocol. It's not a new product, if you will, that's being, out there for the public to use to support their health and well-being. This has been used for 20 years in a clinical setting. And this is what Dr. Tony has used for 20 years to help support people. So now we have the opportunity here. We launched in March in Canada. And then in the US, they launched in last June. And so we now have the opportunity to use the same herbal formulations that he uses in Mexico. Now, what I want to share, though, too, with people is that it's not just herbs, right? I mean, herbs in themselves are also very energetic and also very supportive to the body, but it also has adaptogens in it. So adaptogens are also plants. But you see how the herbs and the adaptogens work is it's like the herbs are your supplements, right? They're helping to support the body in certain ways. But the adaptogens are like the driver. So the adaptogens help your body to adapt to what it needs and what it doesn't need. All right. So that's a really key piece. But the other key piece to this, and I won't geek out on everybody here because I can, but the herbs themselves, the protocols, the herbs and the adaptogens are what we call micronutrients, right? So basically it is a 0.02 nanometer in size. And that's really important because at 0.02 nanometer, that is where the cell can absorb. Okay. So again, there is no product out there. Dr. Tony will tell you this over and over again. And I love when he says this because there is no pill out there that will ever heal you. There's not, right? We do not treat diseases or anything like that or diagnose diseases, but there is no pill out there on the market that's ever going to treat you or cure you because the body is what does the healing. The body knows what it needs to do. The body does the healing. There's no pill that can heal you. Body does the healing. I want to make sure that is very clear. But giving the body the right nutrients at a cellular level helps to support the body in the healing.
So thank you for sharing this because once you get your report, you can either read your report. So if you come to one of our public events, so remind me, the one in Moncton, when is it?
Yep, it is this coming Tuesday evening at doors open at 6 p.m. The information session starts at 7 and we have everybody out there by 8:30.
So we'll put the link for the Moncton crew where it is. And we have a public session as well where you can get a mini scan, and it's on us. Usually you book an appointment, you pay for it. But for the sessions, what we're going to do is we're going to allow you the first hour. We're going to do mini scans with everybody who wants to have one. And you will receive your full report. And we'll show you how to read your report. And from that, you do whatever you want. It's either, okay, you play with us, and we have some herbs and adaptogen protocols that are natural that Kathryn can talk in length about it. Or you are just getting the information. And for me, when I started, Kathryn, when I met you, that's all I wanted, right? And it was mind-blowing because the machine went directly to the parts of my body who are treated right now by my doctors, right? So this is when I'm like, oh, the machine works. And it kind of is the same for you, Kathryn. So we said we would keep under 15 minutes, and it's 11 minutes. I would love for you to share. And you guys, we're going to put the event information around the video, okay? What is your story with this? How did it start? Like, you didn't plan on building a full movement and business around this, right? Okay, tell us.
So my story is this. I mean, I was a previous owner of Thermography Clinic New Brunswick. So most people will know me from that, right? So the people that are listening, if you know that I'm very passionate about helping people. Again, what Angelique said earlier, I'm going to highlight this, okay? It does not matter what you do. If you are eating terrible, if you are not drinking good water, if you are not getting good sleep, nothing else that you give your body, it doesn't matter. There's foundational key things that you need to do. However, when I had Thermography Clinic, one of the things that I constantly seen people coming in at is this. You feel so terrible. You are in so much pain. You're exhausted, all the things. And when you feel like that, it's really hard to get yourself to a point where you want to go cook a healthy meal, where you want to go for a walk, because you're either in so much pain, you're in so much agony, and you're so exhausted. How do you get yourself to that point? And so I constantly seen this in my clinic. And so I used to journal all the time in my clinic. How do I help my clients to feel 5% better, 10% better, 15% better, just to get them enough feeling good enough that they wanted to be able to do those things. Women would sit in my chair and cry and say, Kathryn, if one more person tells me, just start exercising, just start, meal prepping, right? Because I feel so terrible. I'm exhausted, or I'm in so much pain. How do I get there? And how you get there is by supporting the cells, right? Supporting your body in certain ways to give yourself that runway to do that. Now, you asked me a quick question. I know we're at 13 minutes, so I want to honor people's time. So for me, when I met Dr. Tony, it was a major game changer for me. Not only for myself personally, but I knew that it would be a game changer for many people. And that's why I said yes. And that's why I've gone all in on this as well, too, right? But when I look back where I was a year ago, where I was 6 months ago, I am completely, I want to say, a very much more evolved person of where I am today, both physically, emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually, from the protocols that I've done. And where my scan was versus where my scan is today is completely different, right? I've had chronic constipation my whole life. I've worked on that my whole life, to no avail. I was having sleep issues, right? When you're not sleeping, other things are being impacted as well. The list goes on. So if you come to one of our events, I go into detail about my report, where I was in life at that time and how I was feeling. And I will openly share that with you. So please come to one of the events. And I have no problem sharing my scans with you before and after. And so for me, it was a game changer, Angelique, but it was answering that question, not just for my clients, but for myself, because I was also going through something at the same time where I was struggling to go through my day because I was in so much pain in my feet, right? And so I will share that at our event. So please come to our events. It's really important to educate yourself. So if you are somebody that's listening here tonight that is interested in, your sovereign health, and in taking back control of your own health. Because at the end of the day, guys, here's a reality check. Doctors are not responsible for your health and well-being. You are. Okay? And I say that with love, but it's the truth. You have to be the one to take control of your house. You have to be the one to seek answers and to make those changes. But we're also here to help support you in doing that.
Oh, wow, that was awesome. Look at us. We're at 15 minutes and we have so much more to share with you. So we'll have those events and we'll do more live anyway, because we have so much to share with you and we're here for the long game. So we're here to stay. Have a beautiful evening all, and please ask your question in the comments. Don't hesitate, and we'll get back to you. So I'm gonna close it. You can stay backstage with me for a minute. Ciao, ciao.